The IELTS writing test, it can feel like a total black box, right? You write your essay, you hand it in, and then you just wait. But what if you knew exactly what the examiner was looking for? Well, that's what we're going to do today. We are pulling back the curtain on the entire scoring process so you can stop guessing and start writing with some serious confidence.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll get the lay of the land, the two very different tasks you have to tackle. Then we get to the really good stuff, the 4 secret keys to scoring. We'll even look at what separates a decent score from a fantastic one, and I'll leave you with a clear roadmap to get there yourself.
So what is this test actually all about? Look, it's not just about knowing English. It's about how you think, how you structure your ideas, how you build a logical argument, and how you use language with precision. It's a huge piece of your overall IELTS score, so let's break it down.
Okay, you've got 60 minutes on the clock for 2 tasks, but check out how that time is split. They recommend 20 minutes for task 1 and a full 40 minutes, double the time, for task 2. And right there, that's a huge clue, isn't it? It tells you that task 2 carries a lot more weight in your final score, which makes managing your time absolutely crucial.
And this is probably the most important thing to get straight. The 2 tasks are completely different animals. Think of it this way. For task 1, you're a data journalist. You're just objectively reporting the facts from a chart. But for task 2, you switch jobs. Now you're an opinion columnist. You have to build an argument, take a stand, and defend your position. You're flexing 2 totally different writing muscles.
All right, let's zoom in on task 1 first. Your job here is to be a clear, concise analyst. No opinions, just the facts.
So, here's what a classic task 1 looks like. You get a table, maybe a chart or a graph, packed with information. The trick here is, you're not supposed to say which type of housing is better, or why you think these numbers exist. Your only job is to report the main trends and figures you see right there on the page.
So what's your actual mission? Well, the instructions give you these amazing action words: summarize, select, report, and compare. And notice what it doesn't say. It doesn't say, write down every single number you see. No way. Your job is to be a detective, to find the most important stuff, the highest numbers, the lowest numbers, the biggest changes, and report on that.
Okay, now for the main event. Task 2. Remember, this is the big one, the one that carries more weight, and it's where you really get to show off your ability to think critically and build a solid argument. So, have a look at this. This is a pretty standard Task 2 question about whether computer games are better for kids than sports. It's not a simple question with a simple answer. It's built to make you really dig in, consider different sides, and then form your own well-supported opinion. And again, the instructions tell you everything. Your mission is to discuss the topic, give your opinion nice and clearly, and, this is key, back it up with reasons and real-life examples. You're essentially building a court case for your point of view.
All right, this is the moment you've been waiting for. This is the good stuff. How do the examiners actually grade you? It's not some big secret. There are 4 and only 4 things they look at. So let's unlock this secret code right now.
These are the 4 pillars of your score. And here's the kicker. Each one of these is worth exactly 25% of your mark. They're all equal. That means you can have perfect grammar, but if you don't answer the question properly, you're still in trouble. You have to be strong in all 4 areas.
First up, task achievement or task response. Basically, this all boils down to one simple question. Did you do what they asked you to do? Did you answer every part of the question? Did you write enough words? It's as simple and as crucial as that.
Next up, coherence and cohesion. This is all about organization and flow. Is your writing logical? Do you use paragraphs correctly? Does one idea connect smoothly to the next? This is what separates writing that's a breeze to read from something that's, well, a bumpy, confusing mess. Okay, pillar number 3, lexical resource. Sounds fancy, right? It's just vocabulary. But here's the thing. It's not about using giant, complicated words. It's about 2 things. Variety, using different words instead of repeating the same ones, and accuracy, using those words correctly. And finally, grammar. And just like with vocabulary, it's a 2-part deal. Range means you show the examiner you can use different sentence structures, some short and punchy, some longer and more complex. And accuracy, well, that just means your sentences don't have a lot of errors. You've got to show them you can be both flexible and correct. Okay, so we know the 4 keys now. But what does that actually look like in a real test? What's the difference between a pretty good score, like a band 6, and an awesome score, like a band 8? It's all in the details.
Just look at the words they use here. For a band 6, you see words like attempts or adequate. The linking words might be a little mechanical. But jump over to band 8, and suddenly it's skillfully presents, well-managed cohesion, wide, flexible vocabulary. A band 6 writer gets the job done. A band 8 writer does it with skill, style, and control. It's the difference between just communicating and communicating effectively.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? To get those top scores, it's not enough to just not make mistakes. You have to actively show off your skill. You have to demonstrate that you are in flexible control of both the language and your ideas.
All right, so we've looked at the structure, we've cracked the scoring code, so what do you do with all this information? Let's chart a clear path forward to getting you that high score.
So, let's wrap this up. What are the big things to remember? 1. Know the difference between your two jobs, reporter in Task 1, debater in Task 2. 2. Practice all 4 scoring criteria equally. Don't just be a grammar whiz. 3. To get to the top bands, go beyond just being correct. Aim for skill, precision, and flexibility. And finally, use those official scoring guides. They're not a secret, they're your personal checklist for success.
And there you go. The code is officially cracked. The mystery is gone. The power is now in your hands. So I'll leave you with this question. Thinking about those 4 keys, answering the question, organizing your ideas, your vocabulary, and your grammar, which one are you going to start working on first?